Now, bow down to me. I'd like to preface my retelling of this tragic tale by stating up front this debacle's all true without fail. The Lucifenian princess from a bloodline old and great ruled fiercely, aged barely 14 when I was only 8. The palace stuffed with ornamental rococo decor, a servant with a girly face whose presence she adored. A purebred mare named Josephine, her precious favorite pet. A lavish lifestyle for which she had never broke a sweat. When she would spend way more money than she could afford, a harsh tax on her subjects meant her stash could be restored. The peasants had no bread, and when informed of her mistake, she asked if not bread, why don't they eat cake? Now, bow down to me. A selfish yellow rose who none would dare oppose, blooming taller than her rivals and foes. Anyways, who try to take their share of sun and air would only make her stronger when they fell into her snare. Since babyhood, the princess knew and loved her fiancé, King Kyle of Marlon, from afar, but much to her dismay. The king fell for a peasant girl whose hair was long and green. She was my parents' servant, only just out of her teens. The king cancelled the royal wedding to pursue his love, and naturally the princess wanted the girl disposed of. Impatiently she scrutinized the members of her court and said, to hell with it, we're going to ruin Elfagort. A sacred ancient forest satellite and left for dead. Soldiers slaughtered green-haired girls while friends and loved ones fled. Far away and comfortable, the princess did not weep, as women's bodies were piled up in heaps. Oh, it's tea time. A selfish yellow rose who none would dare oppose, blooming taller than her rivals and foes. But every flower has its thorns and no one wants the scars. She thought she was untouchable, but she had gone too far. Had been silent and the princess hadn't learned. She killed for what she wanted, now it was the people's turn. A coup d'etat was certain as the common fury spread. A charismatic leader rose in armor shining red. For so long their liberty had been a distant dream, but now they saw they had a chance to end the cruel regime. The royal soldiers fought, but they were weak from the Green War, and soon enough the rebels were inside the castle door. Servants packed their things and left as soon as it looked bad. They left behind whatever loyal feelings they still had. The princess was caught quickly, but she looked them in the eyes and didn't lose her nerve as she chastised. How very disrespectful. A selfish yellow rose the people did oppose, blooming brightly and still blooming in woe. Her paradise was built upon a system of despair. A head would roll its penance and relief would clear the air. History books will tell you of the cruel princess's reign, a time of no compassion for the common people's pain. Of course she was the first one in the rebels' firing line, condemned to death nearly 15 when I was only 9. The execution was to take place in the afternoon, at 3 o'clock exactly when the church bell chimed its tune. The guilty party spent a final few days locked away, then marched out to the square to die the eve of her birthday. And even in the end she seemed content to say goodbye. The death knell rang out clearly, but the convict didn't cry. She proudly showed them not a trace of fear she may have felt, then loudly said her final words and knelt. Oh, it's tea time. A selfish yellow rose, a wolf dressed in sheep's clothes, wilting and melting back into the shadows. And ever since the people look back on the upheaval, their memories immortalize the daughter of evil.